Hello, I'm Tom McGillicuddy. If I were to try to sum up what geology is, I would say the field of geology is much more vast than what you might think. I would say it is the study of the earth and the materials within it, or the materials that the earth is made of, and the processes acting upon these materials. From the core of the earth to the mantle and the surface, and then all the things that are happening on the surface. Geology includes the study of organisms that have inhabited our planet, such as dinosaurs to humans. And an important part of geology is not just the Earth's materials, structures, processes, and organisms, but how these things have changed over time. Um, Geologists have a large impact in society, in my opinion, even if we don't really realize it on a daily basis. Many processes such as landslides, earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions are naturally occurring processes that are potentially life-threatening occurrences that we need to prepare for. So, geologists study these processes to avoid disaster. Um, it could be knowing where to build an important structure, when a volcano is going to erupt, or when to evacuate in a certain area due to these earth processes. Geologists prepare maps for areas that have been flooded in the past and that might flood in the future. And all these things mean that the development of communities, like where we live and where we're going to experience our life in the future, is based on where geologists say we can live. The word inhabitable is basically defined by geologists. Whether you want to call them geologists or not, our ancestors studied things like seasonal changes and the effects it has on the ground for centuries. That might mean that we had to pack everything up and travel to where the ground was able to grow food, or more recently, like examples of um, how to grow enough food to last all year to feed the entire population. Our ancestors learned that we needed to live near fresh bodies of water. When the water moved, we had to move. Civilizations over thousands of years have made their homes next to large rivers. They learned that these rivers move and flood, and they needed to adapt to cope with these changes. As technology advanced, we created machines that can tell us when volcanoes might erupt, where volcanoes might erupt, what causes earthquakes, and what to do to prepare for these situations. We know that if a tornado comes, we get low, maybe in a basement. And we learn this because over time, we studied this and we figured out what to do when this occurs. We also have to realize that we make different things out of the materials that come from the earth, such as metals that can be mixed to create steel and building, which we use to create buildings and stuff, or even things like gold, which can be very good electrical conductors, or jewelry or anything like that. Um, and we learned this because people studied the earth. They studied materials that we've mined, and even to our own homes. Huts have been made from mud and clay. Houses have been made from wood and metal. And the way we live our lives is totally sculpted by geology, regardless of what we think of it every day. Now, what you might think of when you think of geologists is someone digging up prehistoric bones. Geologists are constantly discovering new things about the history of the earth and the history of things that lived before us. Using this information, we can learn from their mistakes and prepare for the future. We might envision a geologist as an old man dusting off dinosaur bones, but I now realize that how large the field of geology is and how crucial it is on society and our species development. Thank you.